Okay. I'm just going to talk, and if it clicks in, great, and if it doesn't, great, and if you can hear me, great. If you can't, move to the front. It's simple as that. Okay, so it's an introduction. Thanks, John. And no pressure when people say they're just going to give you loads of wisdom. Hand it over to, and you're like, oh my God, I don't actually know what I'm going to say. But what I am going to say first of all is, it's been quite a long day, but has everyone really enjoyed themselves so far? Learned something? Right, this is the story of my life. I'm currently holding a Smiggles brown pencil, right, that was in my handbag because I couldn't find a pen. So I want you to just stand up for me because it's hot in here, and if you're near the back and you could open the doors, if they're not already open, that would be great. Okay, so I want you to just wriggle around a bit, move your feet, because how we respond to things very much about, like, we can kind of sit and we slump and we get tired. We've been listening a lot, so I want you to stand up, I want you to plant both your feet side by side, like really strong plant, like I've got mean business plant your feet, left, right, like that. Plant your feet. I want you to put your shoulders back, and I want you to say after me, yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Louder than that. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
One more time. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Now you can sit down. Thank you very much. Take action from whatever it is that you learned today, whatever it is that you've taken from today. And if I went around this room to everybody that's still here, there's like still 300 people here, everybody will have learned something different. Everybody will have taken away something different. I've taken away that I need to learn how to speak without moving, which is really weird because I normally wander about and I'm up and down, and so I'll do my very best not to get distracted by just standing still. So, there's a couple of things I want to ask you to ask yourselves. Sorry if I shout and it comes in and out, but I'll do my best. I want you to ask yourselves, do I deserve this? So right now, as you're sitting here, in this moment, right, there's no one around you, there's just you. You've got no team around you, you're not surrounded by your friends, you've got no preconceived ideas about yourself at all. Just right now. 4:26, 25th of November 2017. Do I deserve this? Do I deserve to be the best person that I can be? Do I deserve to be successful? Do I deserve to have all of the things that when I was a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old that I thought I was going to have? Do I deserve all that right now? And then I want you to remember what you just stood up and shouted, which is yes, I can, and yes, I do, because I never want you to ask yourself that question ever again. Because if you don't truly believe that you deserve this, that you have got everything that it takes to achieve it, then frankly, you're going to struggle. Because you've learned all of the how to do's. So you can learn all of the what to do and the how to do and the DMO and all of the stuff that's been so way more, better explained than I could probably ever explain it. What to do every day, how to separate your time every day, all of the struggles. But ultimately, what you've got going on between here and here, that's what will either dictate whether you're successful or not. The story you tell yourself every day about why you can't do it, or conversely, why you can do it. You have to decide that you're not going to ask yourself that question ever again, the do I deserve it question. Because if you don't deserve it, or if you don't truly believe that you deserve it, how are you ever going to take or bring somebody else into this business and show them that they deserve it? How are you ever going to look your children in the eye and say, you deserve better than what we currently have, and I want to give that to you? I'm going to do everything I can, every power that I have, every fibre of my body to make this work for you, but not just for your kids, for you as well. For every single person who's a parent or has a parent or knows a child, or you have to know that you deserve this just for you. It's okay to do it just because you want something better for you. It's not selfish, it's not arrogant, it's sensible. You weren't put on this earth to be mediocre, to play a half measure, to faff around, to pretend, to give it a bit of a go. No more of that, okay? No more I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see how I get on. You either do it or you don't do it. You're either in or you're kind of in. or you're faffing around. But for me, if you really, really, you are here. You could have been anywhere else today. Plenty of people aren't here. For all of you who turned up today, I don't want ever to hear you say, do I deserve this, to yourself, or out loud, or ever again. And the last question you ever want to ask yourself is, can I do this? That's not the question. The question is, how can I do this? How can I make this work for me? What do I need to do? Because every single person who stood up and spoken today, every single person who's shared with you today has done that because they want for you what they're currently achieving at the moment. And none of us are where we want to be yet. None of us have achieved everything that we want to achieve yet. But every single one of you can do anything that you want to do, achieve anything that you want to achieve. People often ask me, and this is one of the things I talked about last night, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? What? I don't even really understand that question. Like, if you can't be motivated by what this opportunity is, never mind the money, which is incredible, by the way. If you're not motivated by being more, having more, doing more, sharing more, giving more, achieving more, standing taller, being more, having more confidence, sharing more, growing more, if that doesn't motivate you every day, then you're never going to be motivated. You don't need to get motivated, you need to get inspired. You need to be inspiring. You need to be that person who inspires other people to do more, have more. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how short you are, how fat you are, how thin you are, how beautiful you are, or everything else. If you're looking at other people, she's prettier, she's skinnier, she's fitter, he's handsome, more handsome than me. If you're comparing yourself to other people, if you've got comparatitis, you need to take something for that and get over it. Comparatitis is a self-inflicted injury. It's a self-inflicted illness that people have. Comparing yourself to other people does one thing to you. It stunts your growth completely. It will stop you growing. It will stop you achieving. Unless you're looking at somebody else and thinking, I'm going to do what she's doing. I'm going to have what she has. I'm going to live the life that she's living. I'm going to put the work in that she puts in. I'm going to do all of the things that it takes to be where that person is. That's fine. But looking at it from a place of envy, a place of I want it, but it's not fair, is never going to get you where you want to be. The one thing I hear the most probably from people is that they don't have enough confidence. I run a free group called Your Confident Powerful Self, and I asked some questions in there the other day, and asked people to vote for the bit that holds them back the most. And the number one thing that comes back every single time is I don't have enough self-confidence, I don't have enough self-belief. It's time to change that, guys. You have got to change that. You were not born scared. You weren't born scared to stick up for yourself. You weren't born scared to speak. You have been inviting people to birthday parties for as long as you were able to open your mouth and speak. You've been asking people to come and play with you in the playground for as long as from when you were a small child. If you wanted to do skipping, you didn't stand on your own with a skipping rope and hope that somebody would come and skip with you. You went around the playground. Do you want to skip with me? Do you want to skip with me? Do you want to skip with me? I'll just skip on my own until someone comes and skips with me. Right? Don't let your adult hang-ups hold you back. Don't let the things you've got going on between your ears hold you back. Don't let the other people who tell you how to live your life hold you back. I couldn't give two rat's asses what anybody thinks about what I do if it's in a negative way. Right? Stand up, be tall, stand up for yourself. Do something. If that is, how many people don't feel self-confident all the time? Loads of us, right? You have to do something about that. Take a step to change that, whether it's one tiny step or a massive giant leap, I don't know. But do something, because this business will give you that. Everybody who stood up and spoke said they've had more confidence since they started building this business. But if you're trying to build a team of people around the world, if you're trying to build a team of people where you live, if you're trying to get somebody to come on a journey with you, why was someone going to come on a journey with you to believe in themselves if you don't believe in yourself? Why am I going to come and hang out with you if you're not confident enough that you've somebody worth hanging out with? Why am I going to play skipping rope with you if you stand on your own and don't come and find me? We need to get up, stand up, be really, really proud of what we offer people. What we offer people is nothing short of incredible. What each of you, every single day, should be offering people isn't the opportunity to come and join your team. John never said to me, come and join my team. I had a full-time job. I didn't want another boss. What you're offering people is independence. What you're offering people is freedom. What you're offering people is an additional income to say yes to the kids. What you're offering people is something really tangible that they can start to feel like they matter in their own lives. If you could go around everybody and say, I can show you something that will make you feel better about yourself. I can give you something that will make you feel like you have a future. I can put you in a room with positive, excited, inspiring, motivating people who will make you feel better about yourself. Do you fancy that? Would you like to come with me and do that? Now that's something I might have got involved in. That's something that I might have said yes to. But ultimately, if you aren't motivated, then you need to get motivated. Motivation is like a wee in a wetsuit. It'll keep you warm and fuzzy for a couple of minutes. You'll feel a bit nicer, but then it'll go and you'll have to start all over again. You'll leave here hopefully feeling motivated, feeling inspired, feeling like you can do anything. But then you'll go outside, it's freezing, you'll go home. Some of you have got crazy long drives or journeys to do. You have to be inspired to be able to keep going. You have to hear something or see something or want something or understand that you deserve this just as much as the person sitting on your left. And you deserve this just as much as the person sitting on your right. Because this is for you. We're here for you. We're here for all the other people who haven't even heard about us yet, who haven't even joined yet, who don't even know that we've even started yet. But the moment you have those voices, the moment you start thinking, I'm not sure if this is for me, I want you to hear my voice. This is for you. This is for you. Don't be one of those people who go, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard. It is not too hard. It is not too difficult. That's a decision. That's a simple choice that you make or don't make about how easy or how difficult this is. What's difficult is saying to your kids, we can't afford to go on that holiday. What's difficult is saying to your kids, I know you'd love to go to that school, but we can't afford to live in a house nearby there. What's difficult is saying to your kids, I'm sorry I can't come to your nativity play, but I'm working. What's difficult is saying to your kids, I know all your friends have got the nice school shoes, but we can't afford those ones. That's the stuff that's difficult. What's difficult is missing out on magic moments. What's difficult is having to say, no, I can't do this. And never spending time with your husband or your partner, never being with your wife when she needs you. When you have somebody ill in hospital who's dying or poorly and needs you, and you can't be there because you've got to go to work. That's hard. This isn't hard. This is consistent. This is day in, day out. Do you know what John and I always say? Sometimes you just got to, it's boring. Sometimes it's boring to do the consistent stuff, but the basics are what will build your business. And the fun will come in Barcelona when you're standing on stage as a national marketing director with this microphone or a better one in your hand. I've got it nailed though, standing by the bottle, do you not think? When you're at that moment, like I can feel it here, but I was listening to Rob talk before and I was literally quite emotional because I don't think sometimes, how many of you, is this your first big training event that you've come to? Quite a few, right? How many of you joined the business in the last 12 months? Loads of you. So many of us don't even realise the path that's been trod by the people, is that even a word, trod? I think so. That's been trodden by the people who've gone before us. Like if Rob had given up when it got difficult all of those times, and he kind of flits past how important that is, because not one of us, I don't think, would be here if Rob hadn't just stuck with it. I'd still be working in a corporate job. I'd still be never seeing my kids. So sometimes we've got to look at the people who've gone before us and have immense gratitude. And one thing, I've got two things I want to share before I finish, but one thing is when you're grateful for what you do have instead of focusing on what you don't, you'll always progress and grow into more. So if you do nothing else tonight on the drive home or the journey home, have a think about what you're truly, truly grateful for. Because if what you're grateful for doesn't give you, like I've got it now, doesn't give you a lump in your throat, then you're not grateful enough. I drove past a guy on the way here. Two things I drove past on the way here. One was a guy sitting on, it was torrential, like, you know, sleet on the way here, a guy sitting homeless on the side of the road. He wasn't even in like a place where people were passing that were going to give him money. He was just where he'd ever sat. And I drove past him on the way here and I thought, Like, that's hard. And I had a moment of gratitude for myself where I thought, I'm so glad that whatever's happened to him hasn't happened to me. I also drove past yesterday a man or a woman, I couldn't really tell, having CPR on the side of the road. Literally watched somebody having their life, hopefully, saved on the side of the road, and then somebody else going through the emotions of physically, hopefully saving someone's life on the side of the road. Whatever SH1T we have got going on in our lives, and trust me, I know some of you very well and some of the stresses and strains you have, that's the sort of shit, I would swear, people are going through right now. So when you have that moment of like, it's too difficult, or I can't do this, or no one wants to join, grow up. Honestly, grow up. And I don't mean that patronising, I mean it because that's what I say to myself. Pull yourself together, Sneds. Get a grip and realise what you're offering people and what you're going to do for yourself, for your family, for your friends, whether they join or buy, it really doesn't matter because you are doing it anyway. You are doing it anyway, and you are the lifesaver for somebody. There is somebody out there who desperately, desperately needs what you have. There is somebody out there who desperately needs you to just speak up. Just be brave, just one more time. One more time be brave and speak to that person that you're scared to speak to. One more time share this business opportunity with somebody. Just one more time share the product with somebody that you're scared to share it with, and just watch what happens. Have that commitment. Stop living a life of mediocrity. Stop living behind a bush of fear. Because you're denying the world what you were given, which was a voice. You're denying somebody else the knowledge that you have to be better, to feel better, to look better, to have more. To say to your kids, yes, you can go on that school trip. Yes, I'll be there for the nativity. And do you know what? Yes, I'll be there for parents' evening too. And yes, I'll be there for anything that you need me for. I am going to be there for you. Because I said yes when someone offered me that opportunity. So if you are scared right now, here's a little tip for you. Don't go through life trying to stop being scared. Because you're always going to be scared of something. What you do is you feel the fear and you do it anyway. Because if you're waiting for the day when you're not scared anymore, it's just simply never going to come. I'm always scared. I'm always scared of stuff. I'm always petrified of it. I always think, what if nobody watches this live? But then I think, I don't care, really, because I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to feel that fear. I'm going to give it a massive fucking hug. The fear. Give it a huge, big cuddle. Feel that fear, embrace it, because you know what fear does? Fear gives you momentum. Fear makes you stand up. Fear makes you brave. Without fear, you can't have bravery. Because one doesn't exist without the other. And if you're not brave, feel the fear, do it anyway, and guess what happens? You get brave. And then you get braver, and then you get braver. And then somebody will say to you, because of you, I'm better. Because of something you shared with me, I feel better. Your child will turn around to you, unprompted, and tell you how much they love you because you turned up at 11 o'clock mass when everybody else was at work. That's what happened to me. Somebody will say, you gave me my life back. Because I'll tell you something, Alex did that for me, gave me my life back. John Holloway did that for me. My life back, and do you know what? I didn't even know I'd lost it. I was so ingrained in that corporate treadmill of day in, day out, day in, day out. Don't see your kids, don't turn up, don't be there for anything. Pay the bills, pay the mortgage, sleep at the weekend. Until I met Rob, Alex and John. 3 people who believed in me before I believed in myself. 3 people who saw potential in me. And if you're in this room, someone has seen potential in you. It's your job now to go and see potential in others. That's your job now. It's not to sell fruit and vegetables. It's not to even make people healthier. It's to make people happier. To give people hope. to share something amazing so that one day they'll be able to stand here and say that about you. She made me feel better. She gave me my life back. I didn't know I'd lost it. And do you know what? I'm not even ashamed of that. I was 36 years old and I was like a zombie. And you know someone like me. You know someone like you. You know somebody right now who needs this so badly and you're not sharing it with them. So I want you to be brave. I never want to hear anyone saying, I'm stuck. We're leaving these words in here. I'm stuck. We're not saying that ever again, ever. I don't deserve this. We're not saying that ever again, ever. And I can't do it. We're not saying that ever again, ever. What we're saying are much more positive questions, which is, how do I make this work? Who can I help? And what do I need to do? Find your purpose. Find your purpose. Now, I asked this question once. I'm really quick, sorry. I asked this question once, find your purpose, and it actually scared a lot of people in a group that I run. They were like, what do you mean, find your purpose? I don't know what it means. So here's a really quick thing about finding your purpose. Your purpose is what excites you. What makes you stand up and go, I'm doing this, I'm having this, I'm all over this, I want this, whatever it is, health, fitness, finance, drumming, playing the banjo, I don't know, whatever. What is your purpose? What is the thing that makes you super excited about your life? And then go out and grab it by the short and curlies and get on with it. Get on with it. Stop navel gazing. Stop waiting for somebody to show you wave a magic wand and make it happen. Because here you go, there it is. There's your magic wand. I've just waved a magic wand that is going to make this happen for you. Because you all stood up right at the start of this and said, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Don't be one of the probably 50% of people in this room who will walk out of here saying, yes, I can. And within 25 minutes, we'll be thinking, I still can't though. Because you're here and that's it. And this is why I'm saying, like, if you're in this room, you've got this. We've got this. You've got it. We've got this. We've got you. Your upline's got you. Your downline's got you. Your sideline's got you. We've got you. Till you're where you want to be, till you've got what you want to have, till you're who you want to be, we've got you. We're like a giant trampoline safety net. All of us together have well and truly got this. Have you got it? Yes. Okay, I'm going to really wrap up in 2 seconds. If you truly believe that you can, and you truly believe that you deserve this, I'm running, and you really truly want to be more self-confident, I'm running an event next Saturday in Bury. If you want more information about it, let me know. It's all over my Facebook, but it's really, there's very, very few tickets left, and I'm currently doing it on a buy one, get one free, just till the end of today. So come and find me afterwards, I'll be in the bar, I'll tell you a bit more about it, but it's called Being Your Confident, Powerful Self. So if you're ready to actually take some action, instead of talking about it, thinking about it, wanting it, hoping it, crossing your fingers and hoping that one day you're going to feel better, come and find me and I'm going to help you to do that. But even if you don't, from this point forward, there's no forwards. Oh God, I nearly sang. I'm not feeling that fear in doing it anyway. Nobody needs me to sing. From this point forwards, I want you to wake up every morning and I want you to put one foot on the ground and then the other foot on the ground. I want you to stand really tall and I want you to shout it. And I don't mean in your head, I mean shout it. Yes, I can. Because when you start your day like that, you'll go through your entire day thinking, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can. And then do you know what happens? You start going, yes, I am doing it, I am doing it, I am doing it. And do you know what then happens? The next time you're here and someone says, stay standing if you earn £10,000 a month, guess where you're going to be? Still standing. Still standing. Because that thing that John did before was one of the absolute key changes in my business. When I saw people standing at £2,000 a month, I thought, yes, I can. And I can see into the eyes of everybody as far back as Alex. And I can see, yes, I can. Because look how many people sat down at £1,000 a month. Right? People got to 1,000, then it went to 2,000, and half the room sat down. Do you know why? Because you settled for mediocrity. £1,000 a month, that's okay. It's great. But once we got to 5, they were still standing at 10. The same 8 or 9 people were still standing at 5, 8, 10, 15, 20, because they went, yes, I can. If I'm having that, and that's possible, then I'm doing what it takes to do from there to there. You decide what you want. You decide what your version of your life is, but please don't waste this opportunity. Yes, I can. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Take it from here. Go out there. Be really brave. Be really brave, because if you're not being brave, you're denying somebody else an opportunity for them to have a better life. This is not about you. It's about everybody else who needs you to be brave for them. I hope that's helped. Thank you.